as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Coming out with it, it's Fuller. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the App State Mountaineers offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be...
Turning it on! Bulldozes his way through. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Behind his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a gap, it's Cobb. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They believe they can run right here. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Roy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
He'll try to do it himself. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Oh, they're after him. Floating away. Quarterback's got the first. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They go to the draw. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the run, it's Cobb. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. To the air on first down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now the play fake. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Another incompletion on down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Runs through a tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's shot. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's shot. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but...
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. A little screen to the running back. Nice move there. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive areas.
Finds his man. It's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defender. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Woodhead. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be...
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Power football with the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll do it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They boot it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away. There he goes! He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Trying to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Next up, 6. 2nd down. Ready.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Miami Hurricanes.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.